So glad you could join us from the farm, Stanford Stadium in Palo Alto. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the USC Trojans and the Stanford Cardinal. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Hollywood with the latest on the weather.
I caught up with the Stanford head coach before the game. One thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today. Guys?
Okay, Holly. And the Trojans will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Warren. Quickly to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Blackburn. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Now on the option. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. You might get away with grabbing just about anything except the face mask. Got to keep those hands below the face mask. 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Ford. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
And I think this is the key in this game, man. These rivalry games, it's about passion, it's about emotion. And coming to this game, we saw him last week, man. He had over 100. Last year in the blowout, he was a non-factor. He's got to be the catalyst in this game. You can't have a repeat of what happened a year ago, where you're throwing the football because you're behind and you got beat down. Got to establish the line of scrimmage.
Gets the back moving. Timeout is called by the Cardinal. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The give to the back. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Finds a spot in the middle. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
The Cardinal at the line with a 1st down. Let's see if they go back to the air. From the red zone, looking for a man. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. He might want another play. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And just some general sloppiness from the offense with a false start will back them up 5 at 2nd and long. Now Stanford is going to call a timeout. That's their 2nd. They burned a couple early, now down to just 1 timeout to work with. Looking for a man. It's Warren. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but they'll have to convert 3rd and long to keep it going. He wants to throw it again. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, look, Ma, one hand. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
This is kind of like Vegas and gambling. You got a big completion there on 3rd down. You've set up 4th. You could take the field goal and take the easy money, but you might decide to roll the dice here, stay on the field, and go for it on 4th down, hoping to get a touchdown.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Has it. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
They lost ground on 1st down, now 2nd and goal from the 5.
Ready. Go.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Looking to get it in. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the offense grateful for that penalty if they can just move it 1 more yard to get it in. Try to march their way in. And he's in! Touchdown, Cardinals!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. Makes a move. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. On the run, it's Jordan. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
To throw, it's Mayava. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
It's so nice to have that tight end that can be a chess piece. You can move him around, and then guess what? He can break tackles. He can make explosive plays. You've seen tight ends grow and get faster and bigger and stronger, and they throw it to him short, and look at the speed. He does the rest for the long touchdown catch.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
And the defender makes a great read. Breaks on the football and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run-it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you. That time the defense was blitzing, but they just kept the play on. That is an attitude-type run that you can run into any kind of look, and it paid off for you.
The Trojans want to pick up the tempo. Motion from the back. Wants to throw. It's Mayava. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. And they take it in for 6 more points. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's Shaw. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Running inside. It's Ford. Might have a chance. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
And as you start to settle into games as a play call, you start to figure out what works and what doesn't work. And they really got to find a way to get this running game going. They haven't figured it out yet. Like, maybe get the ball more on the perimeter. You know, find a way to get the ball to your running back in space. This offense really has to find a way to get the ground game going.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
The Cardinal come to the line facing third and short. Back to throw, it's Warren. Pocket breaking down. He's got an open man. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. The run inside. It's Ford. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And you just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Stanford lines up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Gonna run it. It's Jordan. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. He'll run it again. Maybe a crease. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Pick up the first down on the ground like that, and it would make Sam Bam Cunningham proud.
All right, I'm going to need a little education. Give me some context on Sam Bam Cunningham.
He was a great, powerful, hard-nosed running back for some of those great Trojan teams of John McKinney. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Trojans racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs.
And I think this is going to be a focal point moving forward, man. Like stopping the run game. Like they continue to have success and have success now on this 3rd down. They've got to find a way to maybe commit more bodies, be more physical at the point of attack, and take away some of this rushing game.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jordan.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Mayaba. Got him downfield. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, USC! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Blackburn.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
In just inside their own 20, they need to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Dumps it to the back. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Jordan. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end, covering passes.
Could be an alley. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. Big fella moving. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Trojans! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Running inside. It's Ford. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Not a lot of room to work. He made sure that football was secured. It'll be 3rd down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. We begin with Texas Tech taking on the number 6 team, the Arkansas Razorbacks. And it's the Red Raiders with a gritty victory away from home. This team prepared well all week, and they'll enjoy the fruits of their labor. And it's 3 straight victories for this team as they start to get hot. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Back to throw, it's Mayava. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll run the counter. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Finds his tight end. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on 3rd down. And the Trojans will punt it away on 4th down. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Let's see what he can do with it. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. offense takes the field, ready to attack. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. The sure hands, it's Blackburn. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Warren. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And this defense is just simply not playing around. They've got a big lead, and they're not playing big prevent coverages, bend, don't break. They're just going to let this offense dink and dunk the ball down the field and waste time. Third play of the drive, they get a sack. They're staying aggressive, and they're getting after this quarterback.
The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Might be calling a hot route. They'll send the back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the right. Fired in there, but incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Timeout is called by the Cardinal. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Hauls it in, looking for space. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
To the air, it's Mayava. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. It'll be 3rd and long. Booster. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
The Trojans send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. Stanford's offense heads out, hoping to move the ball on this drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
He's gonna fire deep. Goes high to pull it in. Running free. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Stanford!
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. That last drive didn't take long, just 2 plays to get it in. And the score comes with a quick strike up top, covering 79 yards. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Fires to the wideout. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. That's reeled in, it's Weaver. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2 possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5.
And that's a 1st down for the offense.
And the Trojans are rolling down the field. Leaves it with the back. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. 9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Looking to pick up a 1st down on 3rd and short from the 43. To the air, it's Mayava. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got a man it's Blackburn.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Cardinal can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
I think the wide receiver needs to do a better job making it look like he's going deep. He never got the cornerback that time to turn his hips, and because of it, he couldn't separate, and the ball got swatted away incomplete.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Dumps it off in the flats. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The Trojans use their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Stanford lines up to punt it away. They'll look to pin them deep. Now Stanford is going to call a timeout. That's their 2nd. And they'll have to be very judicious as they only have 1 timeout remaining. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal!
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the 2nd half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. The run inside. It's Jordan. He's past the 30. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
Yeah, the defense has to be careful with this slot receiver running these drag routes. You can't lose him. If he catches it on the other side and turns up the sideline, he can take it to the house.
Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
You got to give it to this defense, too, because they know they've got to get off the field. They need the ball back, and they know the offense is going to run it. So getting more bodies closer to line of scrimmage and the big fellas up front winning the one-on-one battles, that's been the big key to them. Only allowing a couple yards here on these last 2 plays.
Scanning the field, it's Mayava. Looking for a huge play. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They fought their way back. A scoring drive, the stop, and now a chance to pull even on this drive late. Bringing the heat. And he never had a chance.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Got it down the field. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
I think you got to give the coaching staff a lot of credit, too. Even though this guy has thrown 2 interceptions, they're still calling plays and being aggressive in the passing game, letting him take shots, and now it's paying off.
Stanford going back to work with another first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Ford. Powers through the defender. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll go right back to him. There's some room. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on 2nd down, no problem for them.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Back to pass, it's Warren. Here's the pressure. And it's a sack.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Might be changing the route. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Unloads to the right. A spectacular one-hand grab. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Great job by the quarterback bouncing back. Just got sacked the previous play. Now all of a sudden it's 2nd and long, and everybody knows you're going to be throwing it. But he comes right back, stays in the pocket. He's staring down the field. He's not letting the rush affect him. He finds his open guy. He gets the completion. It's not a first down, but now you're set up 3rd and short. And this all of a sudden looking pretty good for the offense.
They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. The Cardinal at the line with the first down. Let's see if they go back to the air.
Here we go. Ready? Go.
Looking to throw, it's Warren. Fires to the tight end. Could not make his way to the corner. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth.
Another sack on the day. This offense has to do something different. Maybe bring in more bodies, run max protection, keep more guys in the block, only send a couple guys out to run pass patterns. You got to do something different. But bottom line, you got to protect that QB.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job of timing the blitz and calling it at a perfect moment when the offense was going to drop back and throw. They're able to get to him, hit him. They don't get the sack, but they do affect his accuracy, and it falls incomplete.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long.
Flag 14. Flag 14.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab past the marker. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I hate the play call. It's going to kill you. It takes way too much time running the football outside and then not getting out of bounds. That's one they're going to regret trailing late.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
One of the things you have to be impressed about this defense is that they've got guys in the back end who can cover, man-to-man or zone. That last one gets swatted away. They're in a situation where they're expecting pass. You know this is going to be a tight window to throw into if you're the quarterback here.
If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. Going for 6. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here.
And how about the defense coming up with a big play late in this football game? Offense trying to put something together. But, man, they anticipated pass. They played with great vision in the back end, broke on the football, Palmer, and they called game.
Yeah, they had the lead. They knew the offense was probably going to have to be throwing the football to try to get back in this thing, and everybody's eyes on the QB. What a great job jumping in front of the pass. Forget knocking it down. Catch the ball, pick it off, end the game. Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
The Trojans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Give to the single back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. 3rd and short, they've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. They'll go right back to it. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23. Timeout is called with just a single second left. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Jordan. And they'll pick up just a few on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the ball game. There's There is a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. David, they were able to go out, execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they